everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady.
And I'm Aiden.
And today we are doing a potato update for all of you. So about a month ago, or actually what date does that say?
February 21st.
February 21st, we planted potatoes that had started sprouting on the counter. And it's, as you can see, they're growing really well. And that is the indication that it's time to put in more compost to cover up those stems so that more tubers will grow. So this is the thing that I think growing potatoes in pots is really easy, because it's easy to continuously mound compost in, which will increase your harvest. Remember, potatoes are tubers. Those tubers grow along the stem. The more stem you have buried, the more tubers you'll have to harvest long term. And considering these were planted February 21st, we are now on March 29th. So about a month to get them to grow vegetatively to this stage. Realistically, we'll be harvesting these sometime in June, just so you all have a time frame. So let's go ahead and grab some veggie mix from Soil Cube, and I'll show you just how easy it is to do this process. Of course, this is our favorite soil. This is the veggie mix from Soil Cube, and there is a link in the description. And be sure to add the code BreeGrows23 and you'll save $10 off of every big yellow bag that you order all year long. Now, I always recommend growing potatoes in compost, not potting soil, because compost holds more water and nutrients and will ultimately increase your harvest. All right, the process is super easy. I'm just going to take these buckets of Soil Cube and literally just dump them all around. And we actually will need more for this pot because I want these to be buried all the way up to the top. And make sure that keep this label with it. And the same thing goes here. Some of the potatoes are a little bit shorter. That's okay, they're gonna get completely covered. Same thing here, make sure that label doesn't disappear. And I'm gonna go back and do another bucket for each one of these pots. Now, as you can see here, this potato was planted a bit earlier and it's already had soil added, and this did die back in the freeze that we had about 2 weeks ago, but as you can tell, it's growing back without any trouble. So potatoes are very cold tolerant, and they basically melt with extreme cold and melt with extreme heat, which is why they're a great plant to grow right now in early spring. Now, these are potatoes that I planted in the ground on the same day that we did the container planting. And you can see these have broken ground, and we could also go ahead and mound some soil up over these. But as you can tell, it's a lot easier to do in a container versus in the ground, because here we've got other plants that can't be covered, like this poppy seedling. Well, I hope this potato update will be an inspiration for you. If you haven't gotten any potatoes planted, now is a great time to go ahead and do that in containers or in the ground. Remember, you can plant them along edges to help deter animals, which is a really great solution that makes it really easy to be able to harvest. Well, be sure to subscribe to the Bree the Plant Lady YouTube channel for more practical gardening advice. And as always, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Happy planting!